Welcome to this exciting podcast with Mr. Dale Allen. Today, we're excited to introduce the host of this interview, Mr. Gerald Brence. Mr. Gerald Brence, a former Plano District Athletic Director, was awarded Texas Coach of the Year twice and is a published author. Mr. Dale Allen discusses his experience joining the Marine Corps and his journey into bodybuilding. So, without any further ado, please welcome our host, Mr. Gerald Brence.
Hello, this is Gerald Brence, and I'm here in Cordell, Oklahoma with one of the most influential people that I know, Dale Allen, lifelong friend of mine, and he's going to be the person we're going to interview today. So we're going to kick it off, Dale. We went to high school together here in Cordell and everything, and all of us, we started going our own different ways. You decided to join the Marine Corps. So tell us about that.
Well, as Gerald said, we grew up together. We both grew up during the Vietnam era, up until about 1975 anyway. And we listened to Walter Cronkite every night talking about the Vietnam conflict, and I always thought that I'd like to be a Marine someday. I always thought the Marines were the best branch to be a part of, and then about 1975, all of that kind of stopped, and I didn't think about it too much for a few years, and worked in the oil field after high school until about 1983, and then as things happened in the oil field, we went from boom to bust, and I had to think about changing jobs, and so I went and talked to a Marine Corps recruiter in Oklahoma City, and he said, you can get in the delayed entry program. This was in April of 1983. And so I went to what they call Poolee meetings, where we started running and doing pull-ups and set-ups and getting ready for recruit training. And so from April until mid-July, I was in the delayed entry program, and thought I was in pretty good shape, and then I shipped out to recruit training and found out that I wasn't in good shape according to Marine Corps standards, and then spent 94 days in recruit training out at San Diego, and then from there I went to an A school, that's basic school, and then what they call a B school, and then I went to my duty station, which was in Havelock, North Carolina, the 2nd Marine Air Wing. And I worked on A6 bombers. That's a old Vietnam vintage bomber. Now my squadron flies F-35s. But I really enjoyed the Marine Corps, enjoyed everything about it. Lived near the ocean. That was quite a change for a landlocked boy from Oklahoma, and so went to a lot of different places around the world that I would have never gotten to see, and really enjoyed all those places: Japan, the Philippines, and a lot of places around the world that I would have never got to see. So the Marine Corps was really great for me, and then toward the end of my recruitment in November of '86, my vision started changing. Shortly after I got back from overseas, what they call the Westpac tour, got back to Cherry Point, North Carolina, and my vision started changing for some reason.
Well, Dale, that's interested. I don't know how to ask you about it, but you had an accident in the Marine Corps, and so tell us about that.
Well, got back from that Westpac tour, and really didn't think anything about it. Really didn't notice any changes, but I was in my job after I got back from that Westpac tour. After we got back from Japan. And my vision started seeming a little bit different. Colors started running together, and I just thought it was from being tired. And so one day I had duty out at the trap and skeet range, And instead of wasting the targets I thought I'd shoot around, I'm left-handed. So I shouldered the shotgun and closed my right eye, and my left eye was already gone. And I was kind of shocked at that, and I called my NCOIC, the staff sergeant that I worked for, and I told her that I thought I'd learn some more about my vision change. I told her that I'd had something going on with my eyes, and I told her that my left eye was already gone. And so that's when we started pursuing what the problem was. And I went to Camp Lejeune first, and they really didn't have anything that they could find the problem with at Camp Lejeune. And so then I wound up going to Bethesda Naval Hospital. And I spent from November until April the next year at Bethesda Naval Hospital going through all kinds of testing, just about everything you could think of. And they still really never found out what the problem was. They used a process of elimination and mentioned a thing or two that it seemed like, but they didn't really ever find out exactly what the problem was. The civilian doctors that I went to for a second and third opinion had their ideas, but the military had their ideas, and they were different. So the last set of orders I got from the Marine Corps was to a blind rehab center at a VA hospital in West Haven, Connecticut. I was there for 14 weeks and learned how to do things without the luxury of vision, and got some real good training on how to continue with my life at the blind rehab center. And then on July the 4th, be 87, I came back just in time for my 10-year class reunion, and it was quite a shock to everybody in my class, and I was still kind of adapting myself, so just a change that you go through, not the end of the world.
So was there ever, did they ever come to a conclusion about what happened?
The civilian doctors said they thought it was either chemical or radiation toxicity. I think that was probably an accurate evaluation. The military said it was hereditary, and my mother had done a lot of investigating, and we've never had anyone in my family that has had vision that couldn't be corrected. So we just decided to go with the civilian doctor's diagnosis, but just a matter of a little adaptation, not the end of the world, so we can just look at the world in a different sort of way now.
So you're a very young man, just finished high school, then went in the Marine Corps, and then all of a sudden you pretty much lose your vision completely. Am I correct about that? I
have light perception, but not much useful vision other than that.
Well, I think everybody out there watching can sympathize with it, but tremendous situation. You must have been really down, but you decided to take a different approach, and then you had an opportunity to go to college, and so you took advantage of that.
I did. I was just blessed. The whole time I was at the blind rehab center and in Bethesda Naval Hospital, it seemed like the Lord put the right people in front of me, angels, you might say, and they just helped me keep my spirits up. And I've always been one who's into physical fitness. Obviously, the Marine Corps was into physical fitness, and always kind of had a dream to be a bodybuilder one day, even though I'm small and not very gifted muscularly speaking, but always kind of had that dream. And so I was just put in the path of several bodybuilders at Bethesda Naval Hospital and at the Blind Rehab Center. And so when I got back here to Cordell, Oklahoma, in time for the class reunion, I shortly after that started college at Weatherford, Oklahoma, Southwestern Oklahoma State University. And they've got a YMCA there, and I was able to continue my training and got some real good friends, a great support group there in Weatherford as I went to college, and started working out. And some of the guys I was training with said, well, you're really making progress in the gym. You're really looking good. Have you ever thought about competing? And so I said, well, maybe if I'm getting in good enough shape, I should give it a go. So that was kind of the next chapter in my life right there.
So you graduated from college, right?
Graduated with a master's degree in psychology.
Master's degree in psychology, and then you go into bodybuilding, and you enter some of these contests.
Right.
You did very well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I entered in four bodybuilding contests, a real small regional contest, Armed Forces here in southwestern Oklahoma, the first one, and finished second there. Got a lot of encouragement from being able to do that. And my wife at the time wrote an article that actually appeared in Muscle and Fitness magazine. I couldn't believe I ever made it in any kind of a magazine like that, but that was the first contest. Really kind of gave me a boost, kind of got it in my blood there, thinking that, maybe I can do a little bit of this. And so I continued to work out. And so as it turned out, I just competed about once every 2 years. You've really got to cut down, diet, get ready for those contests so you can have some definition. And so it took me about 2 years after each contest to regain some size and muscle, but I competed about every other year for the decade of the 90s. And then the next contest that I entered in was the Oklahoma State Bodybuilding Championships held at the Civic Center in Oklahoma City. And I competed in that one and won third place, and realized at the time that these contests, as they got increasingly larger in scope and affiliation, that I was going to have to make a decision really soon about whether or not I was going to take performance-enhancing drugs. And that wasn't why I was in the pursuit of a bodybuilding career at all. I was doing it for health and to improve my musculature, and really trying to do it for betterment. And I'd never heard anything good about steroids and drugs, and to me that was like living a lie. If you ever heard of anybody who had taken steroids, you'd ask them about that, and they'd say, oh, no, this is all just through good training. And so it just seemed like living a lie to pursue bodybuilding that way. So I had to really give it some thought. And after realizing that that was going to have to be a step to be taken in the near future, I entered one more contest after that. This was a Sooner Invitational at Norman. And so I really realized through that contest that I wasn't going to get much further if I didn't go down that road of performance-enhancing drugs. So I just called it quits after that one. But I really learned a lot from that experience with bodybuilding, learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about the sport, and really used that as a great experience. Just one more chapter in my life. And after the bodybuilding, I did a little bit of personal training, helping young people, telling them about my experiences and why to stay away from performance-enhancing drugs, and to live your life clean, and to live it in a way that you're proud of everything you do. Just remember, have no regrets, but be able to do everything you do in total transparency.
We're filming this video in Dale's gym in his house. It's refurbished your garage, right? And
yes.
Turned this into a weight room. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I love coming here and just looking around and and working out every now and then, in here. But this is where you make it happen, right here. And I will say this, that Dale's pretty well known, especially in southwest Oklahoma. just helping people out and also being one of the biggest encouragers that you could possibly ever meet. He's just done that for so many people. But after you got out of bodybuilding, you came back home here in Cordell, you kind of settled down, and what's life been since then,
Yeah, I tell you, it's just been a great experience for me all along the way. I just feel so blessed. After my last bodybuilding contest and college and everything, I just kind of became a family man and settled down and just cherished the opportunities to help others, help young people, help anybody I could find. I just feel so blessed in my life. Just appreciate the opportunity to help others. Like these days, to be a great Christian witness and help others and help them with their pursuit of life. I try to be a facilitator to help all people, just try and help them gain the foundation they need to be successful in their life. And as I get older, I get closer to the Lord, and I really appreciate Him for being with me all through my life and blessing me and never giving me anything I can't deal with and overcome, and still be able to adapt and adjust and help others. And it's just really been a great thing for me, honestly. Every little thing, even the change in my vision, I look at it as a blessing. I've done so many things in my life after my vision changed that I don't know that my life would be nearly as full if I still had 20/20 vision. So I just really feel like I've been blessed through my whole life, and it's just my opportunity to be a good Christian witness and help others and help them with the great things that have happened to me in my life.
We're filming this on June the 20th, 2025. All right, just to get our date on this. Dale, you're 65 years old. You lived a great life, even though you had a very unfortunate accident. You're one of the most patriotic people that I've ever seen in my life. Every day you go out and you raise your flag, you go back out and you take it down at night. You love the Marine Corps. You love United States. But we close out here. The last thing we talk about is what do you want to tell young people out there that are listening in, watching this video? What do you got to say?
Well, I just want all the young people coming up in their life as they're trying to find the most important things to live with and through and to be about and love. Just love the Lord first. Love Him with all your heart and soul. Love your country. Love your family. And don't leave yourself out of the equation. Love yourself enough to do right by yourself. Always remember that just one bad decision can change your life for the worst for the rest of your life. So always remember, the Lord is by your side. Live your life in a way that would be meaningful and a way that He would approve of, and you'll never go wrong. And so I just appreciate this opportunity to be with everybody today. And Gerald, I want to thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. This has been a great experience, and hope that we get some people check it out. Thank you.
Thank you.